I am here with Audric Estime of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And look, not going to lie, Saturday seemed like it was pretty brutal for you guys.
Yep.
How do you, when you're in a situation like that where your just heart gets ripped out, how do you recover? How do you get back going when you know you got to work?
Yeah, so like obviously that was a pretty hard game for us. That was something that we all wanted, but that's part of the sport we play. That's part of the life we play. This is a lesson that we're going to take with us for the rest of our lives. Coach Freeman always prides one day, one life, one game, one life. And like you said, yesterday might be with us for our whole season in the back of our heads, but we got to flush that. We got to learn from that game. Like that game, we fell short due to little details that weren't executed, but that's something that's going to help us. Like Coach Freeman said in today's team meeting, like, what are you going to do with that? You got to, when you lose a game like that, you got to look in the mirror and see what you could do and how you can get better as an individual. And that's what we will do.
Does it help that you go right into another challenge this week? I mean, this may be the biggest game in Duke football history. They've got College Game Day coming. I know when you're at Notre Dame, a lot of times you're the other opponent's biggest game, but this seems especially big.
Yeah, like you said, we're with Notre Dame. Every game for us is a big game, and definitely a big game for them. So we know they're going to come out with all they got, but so are we. We're going to come out on fire. We're not saying that we're going to take what happened to Ohio State out on them, but like this is the game after. We just got to keep on showing and proving why we're one of the top teams in the country, and this is for our opponent that's going to have to face it.
How was the mood in that team meeting? Coach Freeman was telling me this morning. He said he wasn't even sure what he was going to say to you guys, but the words almost didn't matter. It was more the vibe than anything else. So what was the vibe in there?
So yeah, this team, we're kind of taking it pretty well. Like no one's dragging around, no one's being lazy, no one's putting their head down. Our message is just flush it. It was hard on Sunday. Sunday was a pretty hard day for us all, even the coaches. But it's Monday. It's a new week. We got a new opponent, and we just got to keep on going. We got to come back tomorrow on Tuesday, have a great practice, and just keep on taking steps forward in the right direction.
So we got to talk about you. I saw you on McAfee, and they're like, how are you this big? And I'm curious too. Like, how does anyone ever tackle you?
I don't know.
I mean, your shoulders take up the entire camera shot here.
Oh, my bad.
No, you're good. You stay right there. We'll be right back with more from Notre Dame running back Audric Estime. But first, I want to tell you about Rhoback. My birthday is this week, and I've told everybody I know, if you're trying to get me a gift, more Rhoback performance hoodies. I want them in every color of the rainbow. This new version, I don't know how they did this. The previous version I had, those were my favorite hoodies. They got stolen by family members all the time. I get these new ones. They're softer. They're even more comfortable. I don't know how Rhoback did this, but you need one of these hoodies or 8 of these hoodies in your life. At least a few. However many family members you have in your house, just have that many because you're going to get them stolen. I guarantee it. But don't limit yourself to the hoodies because Rhoback makes performance polos, Q-zips, joggers, shorts. They got it all. If you want to live a life of luxurious comfort where you're ready for anything, you can go outside, you can play around, play golf. I go fishing in these hoodies. I caught a pass at Bryant-Denny Stadium last year wearing one of them. I mean, come on. You can do anything in Rhoback. So go to rhoback.com, use the promo code STAPLES to get 20% off your first order. Promo code STAPLES, STAPLES, for 20% off your first order. I'm telling you right now, load up on those hoodies. You will make yourself happy. You'll also make everyone who steals them from you very, very happy. Rhoback.com, promo code STAPLES. But, I mean, here's the thing. Did folks tell you you're getting too big to play running back? Or did you say, no, I can still do everything you need me to do?
Yeah, so honestly, in high school and even older Pop Warner years, I was getting a little bigger, but I was still fast. I was still able to move, and people were like, "Yeah, we could see you playing linebacker." And most of my everyone in my family actually played the defensive side, so like, yeah, you're gonna go play big time ball for linebacker. And I'm like, no, I like scoring touchdowns. I like running. I'm gonna be a running back. They're like, all right, but the years went past. I got bigger, but even though I got bigger, I got faster and I got better at running back, and that's what I am.
I was gonna say because I mean, like you hurdle people.
Yeah.
And you don't get to do that as a linebacker.
You don't. that part I love. I love being a dynamic guy. I love to be able to make people miss. I love to be able to run through people. I love to be able to run past people, and that's something you do at running back.
I'm interested you brought that up with your family saying maybe play linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
With the way things are going in the NFL, was there any thought just from an economic standpoint or from a draft standpoint of maybe not going on as a running back?
No, honestly, this just been my first love. I knew ever since I was a kid, at 4 years old, that I was gonna be a running back. I was gonna be a Division I running back. I was gonna be an NFL running back, and that mission, that goal, never changed.
So you are one of the more fun people on this team. They cast you in the starring role for the green jersey video, where you're basically, it's the scene from Jerry Maguire, which, by the way, came out before you were born, making me feel very old. Had you even seen that movie?
I didn't prior to it, but like after I shot this film, I had to watch it.
Do you feel like I felt like you really embraced that role.
Oh yeah, definitely. I hit it spot on.
Show me the money. You sold it.
Yeah.
So how was Sam during that?
He was good. He was a good hype man. Like, people don't really see because in the video he's just in there, but like between seats he's going crazy. Like after, like, we had a lot of bloopers, scenes that got cut out, that he was just going crazy. He's a great hype man.
So this other video that I've seen though is that you're actually the best Irish dancer on this team. What do Catholic schools in New Jersey teach that? Like, where does that come from?
Nah, it's just that footwork that I got. It translated from the football field to the dancing floor, whatever. I could do it all.
It's because like you were with, you had a live band, you had the violin, the fiddles are there, and that's impressive. I mean, that's just from picking it up and watching, and then the natural.
Yeah, it's just embracing the atmosphere and an environment. And Dublin, Ireland, they have a great atmosphere, great environment, great culture over there. And I'm a big culture guy, and I love experiencing new cultures and stuff. And that was just a great experience, and I get to show off my dancing skills. And you got to go to Dublin for the game. You got to go earlier in the summer too, right?
Yep.
I went in the springtime.
What was that like?
Yeah, it was a great experience. It was definitely different from the game opposed to when we went in the spring, because in the spring we had a lot more time, a lot more free time. We had time to actually explore the whole country of Ireland, and it was just great atmosphere. The people were there, amazing. The food there was great. Music, it was just great atmosphere, and I'll definitely be back. So you want to be a lawyer? That was I've heard you in several interviews talk about how you're planning on law school after the NFL. How you said you knew you were running back at 4 years old. When did you realize you were a lawyer? I knew I was a lawyer probably a couple of years after. I have an older brother, I have older cousins, and I'm always arguing with them. I always know I'm right, even though they don't think I'm right. I know I'm right. It's something that I just have a strong passion for, is arguing and getting my point across, and that comes with a lot of work. And I feel like that's some work that I'm willing to embrace. So you're a poli-sci major, which is kind of the path to law school. Yes, is the plan? You get that degree, you're playing in the NFL, you take your LSAT, and then just kind of figure it out from there. Yeah, so I plan to play football for as long as possible, and whenever that day comes to an end, I'm gonna get right back into it. I'm gonna hopefully I put myself in position right now to be successful and be able to get into a good law school. So hopefully when football's all said and done, I can just hop right into it. What is this Notre Dame network like, not just in terms of Notre Dame football players, but Notre Dame grads? I mean, how many people kind of reach out to you and say, hey, I can help you get where you want to go? Yeah, Notre Dame has the best network in the country. I feel like that's part of the reason why I came here. And especially times like this, when your team's doing really well and everyone on campus, like Ohio State game, like you had everyone like a big time name come on campus, and Notre Dame provides that opportunity that other schools might not have, and some guys take advantage of it, and I'm trying my best to take advantage of that network. So let's talk about this offensive line of yours, because this is a luxury to run behind a group like that. But who is the funniest member of your offensive line? I'd probably say Zeke. So Zeke, that's your center. Yeah. What is it about Zeke that makes him the guy everybody is laughing at? Everything, honestly. He's such a hard worker, and just when he's off the field, you're like, no way that's Zeke Corral. Like, no way that's the guy that's banging heads for 4 quarters straight. He's just a guy that he's always cracking jokes, and he's just a guy. He always has his shirt off. He's a big dude. You gotta love the big dude who always rips his shirt off. Always rips his shirt off. That's confidence right there. That's the ultimate in confidence. He's this type of dude to have. He'll take off his cleats. Will be the last thing he takes off. Like, if you think about that, that's your cleats are usually one of the first things. Psycho behavior. Right there. Yeah, that's just his. So you got him doing that. You got him
The cleats are the last thing that comes off. You got Joe Alt, who's eating hot dogs with just ketchup on them, and defending that. I mean, you do have a bunch of straight psychos blocking for you. That's beautiful.
Have Blake Fisher. He's also a clown. He's my roommate. So I get to see the other side part where a lot of people don't see. But he's
messy, clean. What are we talking about here?
A little bit of both.
Okay.
A little bit of both.
It was how can you be both?
He cleans up nice. He dresses nice. He has a good style. Haircut every week type of guy. He cleans up. But then sometimes he'll leave Chick-fil-A on the table for like 3 days.
He doesn't eat off it while he's
I hope not. If he doesn't, Blue, his dog will.
When I was at the college newspaper, we had someone who just left a McDonald's cheeseburger on a desk just to see how long it would stay there without decomposing, and it was several months. So
that's funny that he let it stay there for several months.
Yeah, well, it was an experiment. That's all. It was in the name of science. So I don't know that Blake's actually committing any science at your apartment
either.
So, how much fun is it being on this team?
Oh, it's great. I wouldn't want to be on any other team. I feel like just the brotherhood we have is like no other. I feel like we're kind of like a cult, like a fraternity. Like even though our main objective is to win football games, it's deeper than that. I feel like we're more about reaching our full potential together as a unit, and doing that, it just brings us together and forges a type of bond that like you wouldn't be able to find that in no other place.
What's it like playing for Coach Freeman? Because he's obviously new at this head coaching thing, but it seems like he's so recently removed from actually playing football. It feels like it might be easier to connect with.
Yeah, definitely. Like you would think he'd be coaching for a couple of years, but he's just a great people's person. He's all about what's good for the players. What do the players need? Opposed to other coaches they like to take the headlines. Like he's a guy who's after a big loss like that, he's a guy who's take it to the chin. He's a guy who's like put it all on him. So that's something that great to see as a player, and that's something that we need to lead this team, and he's doing a great job leading us in the right direction.
So we all saw that scene when he got named the head coach. What was it like before that camera rolled when you guys found out?
Well, honestly, no one knew. Honestly, those couple of days were full of uncertainty, and we all thought we had a practice, and we're all just in the locker room waiting. We're like, what are we waiting for? And then when Coach Bayless came out and told us this is a new head coach, it was just this kind of sense of relief, like because we knew who Coach Freeman is, we knew his personality, and we knew it was just a great hire for this program. That's
what's so interesting is you guys had only been with him for a season at that point, but you could tell already?
Yes, we definitely knew already.
So what is the advice that you would give your younger self now that you've been here a while and you understand how everything works?
The trust the process. Never try to rush anything. Everything happens for a reason, and just time is short. Time goes by fast, not gonna lie. And some people get complacent and they like to push things to the side, but no, you gotta attack it day by day and every day, because once you attack it every day, you're going to look up and you're already junior like I am right now.
Do you tell that to those, because you got some good young running backs that just got here. Do you tell them that, hey, you're going to blink and you'll be a junior too?
Yes, definitely. I tell them that, and they already see it happening. Like one more game, we're already halfway through the season, so they already see it take place.
Can you believe that?
No, I cannot. I just said it. I'm like, dang.
It feels like it just started.
Yeah, game number 6.
So do you feel like this team is what it can be, or where is the ceiling on this team?
Yeah, we have a really high ceiling, but every week you got to keep on trying to reach that ceiling. Like Coach Freeman prize ourselves is to reach our full potential, and this team has a very high potential, but it's all about reaching that full potential. Sometimes you can have setbacks, but no matter what, you just got to reach that full potential, and this team is really special.
So one fact, can be football related or not, about Audric Estime that you feel like the world needs to know that maybe it doesn't know yet. I know it's not that you can sing. I've seen you sing on video.
I'd say I could sing. I just love life, honestly. Everything that comes with life. I feel like when football's done, I feel like I'm still gonna love life as much as I do now.
You see the world.
You see the world, experience it, just get to live, get to see things change, get to see people grow, get to see relationships being forged. I just love that part.
That is a very old soul answer. Have you always been like that?
I think so. Yeah.
So was it your parents always say, well, you know, He acts like a 40-year-old.
Yeah, so I always have been pretty mature for my age, honestly. It's just I feel like the life we live as football players, especially elite football players as we are, I feel like you're kind of forced to see the world in a different lens.
Well, and it's interesting because everybody talks about the NIL stuff, and it's always, well, how are they going to handle it? Are they going to know how to pay taxes? But I feel like, especially now, the way recruiting gets covered, the way everything, like, you're thrust into that kind of adult role, even in high school.
Yes, definitely. I feel like, especially with NIL, that's opening doors that a lot of people didn't have a couple of years ago, and that's definitely another responsibility that you got to add to the table. And I think this is something that's going to help us in the long run.
So, I know you got some NIL deals going. Is there a dream NIL deal? Is there a company that you've always wanted to work with that you would be the perfect pitch man for?
That's a hard one. I don't think so right now. If I find one, I'll let you know.
Okay, what's your favorite one you have right now?
My favorite one is probably I'd say Rhoback because
they sponsor the show.
Yeah, oh, they do.
Hell yeah, we got the Rhoback ad running today.
That's perfect. Yeah, they take care of me. They take care of me. They take care of my family. Every time I get home, I feel like every week I got a new box.
Oh, those boxes are amazing. Like, is it when it's on your doorstep?
That's just right on the doorstep.
So, okay. I'm not wearing it right now. There's an ad in the show where I'll be wearing it, but that performance hoodie.
Oh, great!
It's the most comfortable thing I own.
Literally, you can wear it in the heat. You can wear it in the winter. It's like the material of it's like perfect.
They made it softer. I don't know how they did it.
I don't know. They did it right though.
And that's your Rhoback 5 minutes with Audric Estime. Hey, listen. Other companies can do this too. Rhoback's the one that stepped up.
Listen out. Shout out Rhoback.
Thank you so much.
Of course.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for watching. Just a reminder, subscribe to this channel right here so you never miss an episode of Andy Staples on 3. And oh, by the way, watch all the other great videos on the On3 Sports YouTube channel.